Well, hi all. Well, as always, a big welcome back to the channel. Well, you joined us in Albania, and it's certainly a country up and coming, but it's not without issue. I'd love to know your thoughts. Let's have a look. To avoid the gusting 65 miles an hour winds, we opt to stay out of the mountains for now and head south towards Albania's capital city, Tirana. Okay, we're just driving through the outskirts of Tirana right now, and yeah, it's pretty hideous, I have to say.
I am really laughing because we've just come through Tirana and it's been horrible. But look what we see, a Burger King, just where we're going to go and do some shopping.
We're going to stop for the night in what I would consider to be a hideous little place, car park of a hotel. But I think we've had enough for one day. Yeah?
Agreed. Although the KFC was good.
I mean, we are literally on the outskirts of the capital city right now, and the roads are shocking. And the driving is even worse. Okay, so our little plant stop didn't work out. It was too hideous for words, not my cup of tea at all. So we've come a little bit further out of the town, or out of the city I should say, capital city, and we found somewhere, a little campsite, 15 euros a night, and we thought, okay, we were struggling to find somewhere, so we thought, let's jump on a campsite. I don't like doing lots of campsites, but this is actually really nice, although it is pretty busy. So we thought, let's come here, let's regroup, because our 2-hour drive today turned into like a 6-hour drive. The traffic was just hideous beyond words, and we just thought we need to stop. We just sort of reached saturation point for the day, and we just thought, right, that's it. Let's just find somewhere, let's stop, let's have a little chill, and then go from there. Well guys, morning. Well, not a bad little stop. Usual sort of campsite background noise, if you like, sliding doors, people talking and so on, and we're kind of craving a little bit of proper peace and quiet, so I think we're going to head south. We're looking at our timeline thinking actually we need to be in Corfu within sort of 10 days thereabouts, so we're sort of thinking actually it's taking a lot longer to transit through or sort of work our way through Albania, partly because of traffic, partly because of roads,
Some weather as well.
yeah, a bit of weather, bit of all of that. I'm thinking actually, and we've sort of, you know, outside of mainland Europe generally is kind of what happens. You anticipate a 2-hour drive and it takes 4 hours. So we are going to make tracks today. We're just packing up the last few bits and pieces. Obviously, as he's doing everything, because I don't do anything. So apart,
assemble and drive
and talk to the camera.
Yeah. Oh yes.
But you keep telling me that's all I do.
Yes.
So so we are heading on. So once Izzy's finished faffing about, we'll get on the road.
Why is it that the bin bags in Albania are the smallest in Europe?
There we go. Answers in the comments. And if you heard that, go on. Hold on.
I said, why are the bin bags in Albania the smallest in Europe? They say they're 30 litres, but they're not.
Okay, listen, if you've got the answer to that,
please let us know.
Answers in the comments. Well, I've just stopped for a moment to let a car come down the track. What a mission it's been today to get here. It's just becoming the norm really. To get to some of these places is actually quite difficult. It usually takes you through little housing estates and some difficult roads. The road quality here, if it's a road, sometimes it's a track, quite bad. We carry on down the track, onto another track which, although bumpy, is easily accessible by car, never mind truck. And after a few kilometres, we get a glimpse of why we came here. Well, this little track seems to be taking forever, but it's looking pretty promising. what a fantastic little park up. We decided to give the beach a bit of a miss. There's about 20 vans parked down there. We just thought, no, that's not for us. And you got this big sort of flat area here. There's one other van here with an Austrian Swiss couple. They've been traveling for a couple of months. Just had a chat with them. They're lovely. And we just thought, wow, we just drove up, we're level, room with a view. We just thought, perfect. This will do us for the next few days. And of course, we've got a cup of tea on the go. Izzy, how's your room with a view?
Yeah.
So how's your office? It's an office space today. How's your office space today?
And my cinema space tonight, my dining space this evening. Yeah, it's lovely. Actually, there's a really nice little fresh breeze coming in. Yeah, beautiful.
Well, just look at the colours in here.
I'm not sunburned.
That honestly,
That's off the sunset.
this
It's amazing.
is just glorious. I'm going to pan the camera around so you can see this, but look at that. Right, I'm just going to sit down beside Izzy because this is really what it's all about. Well, hi guys, well, we've had a fantastic time here. This has been a really, really good little spot, but we've had a few vans turn up, and actually we've got a baby beside us, so I think that's our cue to leave tomorrow morning. But we've got such a gorgeous evening here, and I think we're going to drive down the coast a little bit. There's so many sort of areas of interest around here. There's a little monastery, there's a walkway, there's all sorts of bits and pieces that we said, yeah, look, you know, we need to get out and go for a little explore and see what's on offer. Right, so we just stopped at the Monastery of St Mary. There's a little church as well, but what a gorgeous little spot. It's actually on an island, so we're just going to take a walk over and check it out. Sadly, despite the natural beauty here in Albania, rubbish of all kinds is ever present pretty much everywhere you go. So Izzy just nipped into the shop to get a few bits and pieces, and we're having a pretty good drive this morning. We were north of Llogara and we're just heading directly south on the SH8 down towards Dermy, and we have to go over a mountain pass, which we're looking forward to because it looks absolutely beautiful. And the roads are a bit hit and miss. Some are brilliant, some are being prepared to be relaid for new tarmac, and some are shocking. It's such a mixed bag here. Llogara looked lovely, lots of development there, lots of new hotels and sort of high-rise going up, and beach clubs, but get us into the mountains. Okay, so we're on the Llogara Pass. It's actually really steep switchbacks with it. Like, we're down to second gear. At best, third gear. There's just one after another. We maybe should have done it earlier this morning. But look, this is...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
They're currently building a tunnel bypassing the need to summit the Llogara Pass, but for us, it's about the journey. Give us those views every day of the week. Okay, so we just pulled in halfway down the mountainside for a little bit of lunch, but check out this view. It was just too good to miss. Well, we decided to press on today because we made really good progress despite the bendy, twisty roads. And then we got to where we thought we were going to stop and thought it looks rubbish. We didn't even stop, we just drove past. And we've carried on this, it's not a coast road, but it sort of runs close to the coast through little villages, and it has been absolutely incredible. It feels like a different country, it feels more like Greece actually, but it's the most gorgeous little villages. Even all the sort of, you know, the trees, and it feels like you could even be in sort of Cyprus, or, you know, it's got that very Mediterranean feel. Okay, so we pressed on to a little spot, not exactly what we had in mind, but it's roasting today yet again. So we're by the water, lots of other people about, but it's okay. There's a little bar and a restaurant there, and I think we're going to go out later on, have a beer and just have a little chill. Yeah. But right now it's 35 degrees in here and it's time to jump in the water.
It is.
What say you, Isabel?
I absolutely agree.
Okay, come on. I don't know why you're swimming. It's only about waist high.
Because I don't know what's underneath me.
Water is gorgeous. And I think as no one blinked an eye, the cows on the beach is an everyday occurrence. So I've just been in for another little dip. The water temperature is just gorgeous and I'm just out of the shower, but it's fantastic that you can just park on this public beach, stroll across, jump in the water, and there's no issue. So I think we're just about to get dressed, walk down to the hotel, have a beer and have a little chill. There's a bit of road noise from the road just over here to my left, but hopefully it'll quieten down tonight. So one of the downsides to Albania is the amount of rubbish that's here. It's the same in Greece and Turkey and Georgia, and I mean they're all the same. There's no pride really, and it's just there's plastic and waste everywhere. Have a look at this. So we got this guy turned up beside us. It's an Austrian family on the way to Saudi Arabia through Iran in this old Meguris, which he's built himself. So we've been having a really good chat this morning. They've gone out on a boat actually right now. So yeah, it's always interesting seeing other people's rigs. It looks old, but inside it's new. It's pretty gorgeous. Well, morning guys. Well, we're on the road early this morning. It's 8:15, unheard of for us. But we're going to make good progress today. The roads are really quiet. It's a gorgeous morning, and we're actually just enjoying this little coastal drive. But we're going to head down to a little campsite because, well, we're going to do some washing. Now we obviously have a washing machine, but Izzy doesn't like to hang out her pants, knickers, call them whatever you will.
I don't like doing that
In
when we're
public.
wild camping. I think it's a bit rude, really. Particularly when you're somewhere where there's, you know, maybe people trying to park or you're by a beach or something and you've got your washing hanging out. It just doesn't feel right to me, so I'm going to go to a campsite and do it.
Okay, you know me. I
You'd
would.
hang your knickers out anywhere.
Don't be telling them that. Okay. Yeah, so that's our plan. Okay, so here is a little campsite. It's a bit rough and ready, if I'm honest. There's a fairly busy road just over there, and I'm hoping it's going to camp down a little bit tonight. Not the usual place we would choose to spend the night, but it is facilitating our washing. We've filled up with water. It's okay. It's okay. It's just off our route. But more importantly, we've got a bacon sandwich on the go. So let's go and get that sorted out. Come on then, Izzy. How is your bacon sandwich?
It's delicious. It's a really good addition of the tomato in there. It's not purist, but it's good. Because it helps the fact that somebody's slightly overcooked the bacon.
Alright, alright. And that is the gratitude you get. You make someone a bacon sandwich.
It is.
Come on,
No, it's mine.
pass it over.
No,
If you don't want it, I'll have it.
All mine. All mine.
Mind your fingers. Well, guys, good morning. Well, believe it or not, this is our last day in Albania. We're heading into Greece today. So it wasn't a bad little stop, in fairness, apart from the barking dogs, the road, and a few of the noises. Yeah, it was all right. The cockerel.
The went all night, actually.
Yeah, it was all right. So we're really glad we paid for this stop.
No, we got some washing done.
We did.
And
We got some water.
Filled up with water and yeah.
Yeah, so it was all right. So, but yeah, but we've done 3 weeks in Albania, and we're actually heading down into Corfu because Izzy's son's coming over, and so our timeline has sort of meant that we've sort of, I wouldn't say we've rushed down, but we've sort of, you know, we've headed sort of south fairly rapidly, and here we are. Bit of a summary on our time in Albania. Go on, Izzy, you first.
Positives, I would say, naturally, it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
The mountains are gorgeous, the beaches are beautiful. There's a lot to see here if you like nature and scenery and landscapes, I suppose.
Yeah. Rubbish.
Yeah, negatives. There's a lot of rubbish everywhere. So although you might have a beautiful beach, behind it will just be rubbish.
No, I'd say there's rubbish everywhere, and
Yeah.
we've seen this in Greece and Turkey and Georgia and all these other countries, much further east. But it is really bad here, I have to say.
And lots of stray dogs. Obviously, we've had our own experience, but every single stop we've had, there's been dogs looking for food, company, whatever. And you know, it's okay.
The
because
driving.
we
The
like
driving's
dogs.
terrible.
Can I finish?
Yes, finish.
We like dogs, but it pulls at the heartstrings all the time, and that's quite difficult. Go on.
Yeah, driving. Terrible drivers. Yeah. Not as bad as Georgia. But yeah, I don't think they're driving, and they're pretty, no patience.
No. But we have done 2 spectacular roads. So we did the road up to Teth, which was incredible. I can't remember how many hairpin bends that had, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
And then we came across the Llogara Pass a couple of days ago from sort of the main part of Albania into what's called the Albanian Riviera, and that was a beautiful drive with fantastic ocean views, lots of places to stop and look at the scenery.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's with every country, good and bad.
Yeah.
Signal's been good mostly.
Very good.
5G here, everywhere, the whole country's got 5G.
Yeah.
Data's not expensive. I'd say food costs are similar, probably to Croatia and Montenegro. Not as cheap as Spain, more like the UK.
Yep.
Fuel is quite expensive, about $1.57 a litre for diesel we've been paying. Although when we go into Greece, it's $1.79, so I suppose in comparisons, you know, it's quite cheap.
Yeah. It's all right. You've got to experience it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think, so we're heading down into Corfu, and we'll have sort of 10 days down there, thereabouts. But then we're going to come back into Albania, because a lot of what we want to see is in the south, and it's in the sort of southeast, and so we're going to come back in, and we're led to believe that it's absolutely beautiful, so we're looking forward to that. And so, yeah, I suppose watch this space.
Yeah.
But for now, we're
Time
just
to get on the
getting
road.
cleaned up, packed up, and do what we do, get on the road. Well guys, that's it for this week. Big thank you for joining us, and don't forget to hit that like button, it really helps us. And of course, we'll see you next time around. Bye for now.